Hi Aries, and welcome to your monthly reading for February. I'm using my Magic Soul Tarot for you, and I'm going to lay out the Celtic Cross. Also, I'm going to pull a card from the Moonology Oracle for further guidance. This is a reading if your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign is in Aries. So welcome to everyone with Aries in one of these placements, maybe even more. And welcome also to the cross watchers. What are the energies for Aries? And we start with the Six of Swords, the Princess of Wands, the Empress, Three of Cups, the Emperor. Hello, Emperor and Empress in one reading. Ace of Swords, love this card. Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. The advice is justice. At the bottom of the deck, Five of Swords, bit of a conflict energy. Let's pull one card with the Moonology Oracle. So the main energy for the month of February is the Six of Swords, basically talking about a journey or a move. It might not be an actual move or an actual journey, but you might decide to leave something or someone behind. Don't really think it's someone, because outside of here there is the Queen of Cups, and also the whole vibe I'm getting from this reading, it doesn't seem like you would leave someone behind, especially also when we see how are you feeling in February. There's the energy of joy, of sharing beautiful moments with other people, or maybe a very significant other. So the month in general is going to be joyful. It's going to be successful. There will be reasons to celebrate. But the main thing is that you're letting go of something here. You're moving into calmer waters. Maybe you are in some sort of transition phase where you're like, yeah, I'm changing an area of my life, or maybe my life in general, and I'm letting go of quite a lot of things at the moment in order to move into a calmer energy. So what's quite interesting is that we do have a couple of swords here. We have it here, here, here and here, but what the thoughts we have here are very significant, as this is a Six of Swords, the main energy. Underlying is the Five of Swords, so that tells me there has been a destructive energy in your life in some shape or form. It might be a very selfish person. It might be destructive ways of thinking. That might be you, might be another person. But definitely the Five of Swords is it's an energy of fight, of conflict, of destruction. Maybe because somebody is selfish, maybe because somebody wants to be right at all cost. But again, it could be also your destructive ways of thinking. So whatever this is connected to, maybe even to a job. I mean, this is a narcissistic energy, even though I don't actually like to use that word anymore. But this might be a boss where you're like, you know what, actually that's or a colleague where you're like, yeah, there is somebody at work. It's very, very difficult, but I need to let go of that now in some shape or form. So you might be changing your job or your business at the moment. So coming back to the Six of Swords, what's the main energy for you? You are in transition, you are on a journey, maybe moving, letting go of something that has been destructive in your life and moving into calmer waters. And very soon there is a little bit of strategizing happening, but we're going to go deeper into this once we are there. We talked about your feelings already. It's going to be joyful. You might be reunited with somebody special, with a friend, with friends. It's a very social energy, the Three of Cups, and it's a celebration as well. There might be an actual party in February, or just something where you feel like, yes, we're going to celebrate something now, especially with the Six of Wands here. But for most of you, this is about like experiencing joy, maybe because you finally can let go of something or let go of this destructive energy. Also, what are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? The Empress. It's a very beautiful energy, especially in those two, with those two cards. You might be beautifying your life, beautifying yourself, beautifying your relationship, your area of life that you want to improve. I do feel this is about you improving either yourself, an area of your life, or a situation. And with a situation, we could have a relationship that is now where you're focusing on blossoming, or wanting this relationship to blossom. The Empress also talks about abundance, abundance in every area of life, and abundance of love. So you might be really focused now on love and letting love grow. You might be focusing on finances, so though, let me have a look. Well, there are finances here. So finances could play a role, but this could also talk about your hopes for long-term success. So this is the energy of your hopes and fears, which with the 10 of Pentacles, I would say it's a hope of yours. But since this is a hope, it doesn't show up in a reading like, oh yeah, that's a matter of fact. So it doesn't, so it's well, anyway, let's go there in a second again. But it might be that, especially with the Empress in your thoughts, in your focus, that with this combination, you hope that whatever this situation or area of your life is, that it's going to flourish now, it's going to blossom, it's going to grow very beautifully, abundantly, and it's going to create a long-term success or long-term stability in your life. For some of you, this might be good news coming in if you want to be pregnant. I mean, the Empress is focusing on okay, what I'm getting now is that you might be focusing on new ideas, on creative projects. It doesn't need to be that you want to get pregnant with a baby, though this might be the case, which is also very interesting with this card. We're gonna get there right now. So I'm just gonna go there straight, because the Princess of Wands is a spark. Usually I would say the Ace of Wands is more like the spark. So if you want to get pregnant, maybe that is something that you're focusing on. But with the Princess of Wands in that position, it might be that in February, that might be a little bit of a difficulty. So even though you feel quite victorious here, but having this in the position of challenge, then getting pregnant might be a challenge for you in a month. We're going to get to this in a second when we talk about other aspects that could be challenging for you in February. However, with the Empress, you could think also about a mother. So a mother figure or a mother, or you being a mother, might play a specific part in the month. But then again, it's all about letting go of something and moving into something new, which obviously could be for some of you motherhood. Some of you, even if you are watching as a man, you might have some sort of creative ideas. You're pregnant with a project, pregnant with a plan. If that is the case, another aspect of the Princess of Wands could be that the issue is getting something going, because the Princess of Wands is the initiation of a project, of a journey, of a new thing. But this is the challenge. So either you feel like this new beginning is blocked, or you feel like, oh yeah, I do want to move into there. I do want to let go of this destructive, challenging conflict energy. I do feel more happy, more joyful. Maybe I'm connecting more with friends or colleagues, or in general, nice people where you share beautiful moments together. And I'm really focusing now on growth, on abundance and all of that. But it's a bit difficult at the moment to get it going. For some of you, this is an abundance of health, an abundance of wealth, an abundance of love, an abundance, whatever you want to create. This is about creating abundance in your life. And how are you going to do this? With the Empress, you are nurturing that thing that you want to grow. You're really focusing your love, your attention, your energy onto that thing in order to let it grow. The energy you're coming out of is, that's interesting. The first word that popped into my mind is restrictions. It feels like, how interesting is that? I mean, this is your power card. However, the first word they're giving me is you're moving out of an energy of restriction. things are opening up now. This is an open card, open card, open card. Everything is opening up now, and you're moving out of some sort of restriction. For some of you, this might be connected to a trainer, a coach, or a boss figure. Some sort of leader might have played a role here that you're now leaving behind. Also, it's a father energy, a fatherly energy, but I actually do not get the energy of you leaving behind a father. I do feel if this is connected to business, that might be the case, that there's somebody in a leading position where you again are now focusing away from that. However, the main thing I'm getting is in some shape or form you felt restricted in the past. With the Emperor being connected to Aries, this is the Aries reading. Also, this is Aries. Isn't that interesting? I think that's super interesting. By the way, I'm a life path 7, and I think what life path 7 say most of the time is, oh, that's interesting. I have a friend who does the same thing. If you are a life path 7 and using the word interesting as well, very often, then just leave me a comment underneath. I would be very interested in it. So, going back to the Emperor, usually when I see the Emperor in an Aries reading, I would say, oh yeah, you're more powerful again. You're stepping up, you're stepping into your energy. You feel very at home in a situation. But I'm not quite getting the energy of you feeling at home in the past. I more feel like you were stepping up. And this stepping up has led to you, maybe from some sort of restriction, has led to you moving into something new and creating something new, creating more harmony and beauty and all of the nice things, really. Why is all of that interesting again? Because I need to stop saying it now. Anyway, we have the Princess of Wands here. This is an energy I really strongly connect to Aries as well, because it's the initiation of something new. You are the first zodiac. You are the initiator. People with Aries, they are very they're interested in something and they're like, I'm doing it. But therefore it might be that and that is an energy that is connected to this specific card, the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. The issue with that, and we do have it here in the challenging position, so we need to talk about those aspects. The issue with that is that sometimes you might initiate a lot of things and a lot of new interests, but then nothing really gets finished. And that might be some sort of issue here you're dealing with as well. Maybe there is a new hobby, there is a new thing, but finishing something, that might be an issue here. There is the Ace of Swords, and that is interesting because from the Six of Swords, which is, all right, I'm letting go of this, I'm moving into more beauty, more harmony, more creativity, more joy. You're moving then into the Ace of Swords. There's some sort of clarity coming in, something that you can see clearly, maybe some sort of truth. There might be an important piece of information, an important piece of knowledge. I'm going to clarify this straight away. But also the Ace of Swords talks about some sort of strategy. Maybe there is a strategy now, or you find the solution in order to overcome a problem or an obstacle. It doesn't feel like a big thing. It's more like, yeah, I'm not quite clear about this right now. I don't really know how to approach this, what strategy I am going to use. But this is the moment where you're going to be clear about it. Let's see what this is about. Connected to a relationship, a partnership. So there is clarity, strategy, new information. It feels like a very positive thing connected to a relationship in your life. This might be a friendship, might be a colleague, might be a love relationship. And this is about growth. It's interesting though, well, I said it again, it's just coming out. The Six of Swords and the Three of Wands, they have both an energy of moving, of traveling, of journeying. It's like, what's beyond the horizon? How are we going to expand? Where are we going to move into now? What are the next things? How can we develop and let our relationship grow, or a specific situation connected to that relationship? Like I said, Six of Wands is beautiful because you feel victorious, you feel successful, you feel confident, and all the good things. So Again, a really good month for you. What do we have outside of you? Makes sense now with the Two of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. There is a lot of emotional support, maybe from your relationship or partnership or friendship here. There is emotional support. There is emotional understanding. Somebody who says, "Yep, okay, I'm here, and I understand how you feel." There is a very nurturing energy, and obviously this could simply talk about that this is the person that you love, who's very understanding, caring, empathic, and nurturing. So that's nice and supportive. The Queen of Cups could also talk about not necessarily a person in your life in this position. It could talk about how is your outside influencing you. And I do feel like wherever you're moving into, the outside circumstances are nurturing your emotions. So you are going to feel even better in the environment that you're going to move into now. Like we said already, with the Ten of Pentacles, one thing that you could hope for is long-term success. Maybe you're hoping for a family. Maybe you're hoping for the finances to improve. Some of you might hope for some sort of inheritance here. It could be something as well. Or some of you might just simply hope that the business, depending on if this is connected to your business, is now flourishing and being long-term successful. We have the Seven of Swords here, and that talks about some sort of, I do feel with everything that I've seen and felt so far, this talks about a strategy, how to move forward, how to make the best out of a situation. It's being clever, strategizing here. Do I need another? Yeah, I'm going to pull another card for this. So you're strategizing about how to make a situation more successful, or how to make the best out of a situation, really. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's the Seven of Swords about? Sometimes, I mean, the sevens are about re-evaluating in the terms of the thoughts. So difficult for me as a German. Thoughts and thoughts, which is both connected. You could reconsider if your strategy is the right one. Is this the right strategy? Is this the right way of communication? Is this the right approach in order to make the best out of the situation? And this is again with the Prince of Cups connected to love, to romance, or it could mean that this is connected to taking action upon something where you're gonna feel you're gonna be happy, fulfilled, or like I said, it's connected to love. So that makes sense again, because we have it now basically twice: strategy, solutions connected to a relationship, and here we have strategy connected to a relationship, or it can be a relationship obviously, but it's again to the emotions, to the cups. So it does seem like you want to achieve a goal. You want to achieve the goal with a Prince of Cups, to be happy and fulfilled in an area of your life, in your life in general, or connected to a specific situation, and then asking yourself, am I moving in the right direction? Am I doing the right thing? There might be a bit of a balancing act between emotions and thoughts. Interesting here as well. See, I said it again. Anyway, you just need to live with me saying that word like a billion times. It's a time for healing that has come now. And I can see this very, very well with you moving into calmer waters, moving into a very beautiful energy of joy, of love, of abundance, moving away from the Five of Swords. So February is going to be a time for healing. The advice with the Justice is make a fair decision. Maybe you need to judge the situation again that you're in. The Seven of Swords might be the same thing, judging something again. But in general, the Justice talks about the consequences of the choices that you make, or the decisions. So things might have now long-lasting consequences, so it's important to make the right choice. So really carefully consider your options, consider the possibilities, and make a good choice, whatever the choice might be connected to. Be fair also. That's what's fair for everybody involved. So be fair, do the right thing, make a good choice. All right, Aries, I think we are done with your reading. I hope you resonate with it. If this reading helps you in any which way, then you could help me and the channel to grow with liking the video, having a comment underneath the video, or subscribing to the channel. And I'm looking so much forward to do your next reading.